You're watching NBC5 News at 6.
A shootout in downtown Dallas. A heavily armed gunman takes aim outside the federal courthouse.
Tactical vest with an automatic weapon shooting at the building.
Tonight, new details emerge about the man behind the mask, and the Dallas Morning News reporter caught in the crossfire tells his story.
If he saw me crouched there, he probably would have shot me.
Good evening, I'm Meredith Land.
And I'm Chris Gutierrez. Amazingly, no civilians were seriously hurt when that gunman opened fire this morning. Shots rang out just before 8:40 this morning outside of the federal courthouse in downtown Dallas. Witness Tim Brown caught the exchange of gunfire on his cell phone. You can hear him there at the building's back door on Jackson Street. All this while Dallas Morning News photographer Tom Fox took cover just feet away, and he captured this astonishing picture of the suspect in the process.
And we have live team coverage for you tonight with Tom's account and new details about that suspect. Maria Guerrero starts us off. Hi, Maria.
Hey there, Meredith. This is the southern entrance to the federal building. Some 300 federal employees as well as ordinary citizens were inside when this gunman walked up to the building, started shooting at it. One employee suffered only minor injuries, incredibly ducking for cover. Authorities commending Federal Protective Services officers who returned fire, likely saving countless lives today. Dallas and federal police swarmed the Earl Cabell Federal Building just before 9 as shots rang out. First one round, then another. How many shots do you remember?
It was 15 to 20.
Some of those inside waiting for jury duty or passport appointments scrambled to safety.
And then I heard someone say, lock it down, and I saw someone jump on the ground. And then people started running, and I started running.
We're being told to step back from this heavily armored police officers.
NBC5 was on air as police moved civilians back and away from the still active scene.
It was really kind of surreal to actually witness that, and you couldn't really believe it was happening.
But it was happening, and in front of Michael, who was paying for parking near McDonald's when he saw the gunman several yards away.
He was wearing olive drab body armor, and he had what looked like semi-automatic rifle, maybe an AR-15 or something like that. And we heard 5 rapid-fire shots, and then about 5 seconds later, we saw a man come running down, I believe it was Griffin Street, and he stopped and turned to his right and crouched down and started firing again.
Those going through security lines couldn't tell if the gunman was inside. They could only run.
I, put my cell phone, my work cell phone, in the bucket. And what I was thinking is, I need to let my wife know.
The chaotic scene leaving many questions, mostly why.
And it's unnerving. You feel like, okay, the schools aren't safe, the federal buildings aren't safe, and so it's like, this is the land of the free, home of the brave, but it's getting to be very scary.
Back out here live, you can see the shot out windows and doors. There is no indication the gunman actually got inside. Still, the federal building will be closed to the public tomorrow. It will be open only to federal employees. A trial was actually supposed to begin. That has been postponed. It is not known at this time when the federal building will be reopened to everyone. Reporting live in downtown Dallas, Maria Guerrero, NBC5.
All right, Maria, thank you. And with the suspect neutralized, investigators focused in on his car parked just around the corner. The police robot was brought in for a safe, closer look. An officer in a blast suit placed a charge on the car to force open the trunk, and there was concern there might be explosives in there. The situation was deemed all clear.
Tonight, we're learning more about the suspect, 22-year-old Brian Clyde. He died at Baylor Hospital after he was shot by officers. And this part of our story takes us across town over to Fort Worth tonight, where Scott Gordon joins us live now with all new details there. Scott?
Well, Chris, we're here at the Watermark Apartments in South Fort Worth. FBI agents are gone now after earlier this afternoon searching the gunman's apartment. It's number 505, that apartment right behind those stairs behind me. No word on what the agents may have found. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're learning about the suspect's background, Brian Clyde. These pictures are from his Facebook page before it was deleted this afternoon. He went to Woodrow Wilson High School in Dallas his freshman year, then transferred to Austin. He joined the Army at the age of 18 and left 2 years later. He then attended Del Mar Community College in Corpus Christi and graduated just last month. On Facebook, he posted a number of pictures of himself and images of ammunition and a knife. He didn't say anything directly about any shooting, but on the knife photo posted just yesterday, he wrote, "A modern gladius to defend the modern republic." A gladius was a small sword used in ancient Rome. He also posted a video of himself from June 9th talking about the storms we had that day and waving what appeared to be a rifle.
I don't know how much longer I have, but a storm is coming. However, I'm not without defense. Yeah. Ready? Let's do it.
It's unclear whether that may have been the same rifle he used this morning. Now, one more thing, a family friend tells us that Clyde was divorced but had reunited with his ex-wife, and they plan to remarry. Reporting live in Fort Worth, Scott Gordon, NBC 5.
All right, Scott, thank you. Dallas Morning News photographer Tom Fox found himself right in the middle of the shooting, taking cover against a marble wall as the suspect and officers exchanged gunfire. Witness video shows pieces of the wall next to Tom Fox flying off. Fox managed to snap this incredible photo of the suspect, heavily armed and protected by body armor. He is speaking out about the ordeal tonight. Brian Curtis is live in Dallas with the story. Unbelievable, Brian.
Yeah, it is, Meredith. You know, I just finished talking to Tom Fox here at the Dallas Morning News, and as you can imagine, this whole day has just been kind of a blur for him. He says he did not even know at the time that he had that chilling photo, but he did know that his life was in danger.
And so I was running down the sidewalk thinking I got to get out of the harm's way. He's coming this way. I didn't want to be shot in the back, and so I just ducked into the first alcove, which happened to be the first one by the glass door at the back of the building. So I just crouched in a corner and tried to make myself as small as possible, and just prayed that he didn't walk past me, because I'm in plain sight. And if he saw me sitting there with a camera, I have no doubt he would have shot me. Instead, all I heard was the sound of breaking glass and repeated gunfire into the building. And he was literally just around the corner, 8 to 10 feet.
Tom Fox was so close to that gunfire that at the end of our interview, he was still picking little pieces of granite out of his hair. Meredith and Chris, much more of my conversation with Tom Fox tonight at 10 o'clock, including his firsthand account of the officer's rapid response. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Brian, such a tremendous person, too. I'm so glad he's okay. Many people, were at the courthouse for work, others for jury duty, all sorts of business at the federal building.
The morning took a frightening turn when those shots rang out. Jack Heiberger is now hearing from witnesses tonight. He joins us live now with their stories. Jack?
Yeah, Chris, confusion is perhaps the best word to describe all of this. The gunfire was exceptionally loud, amplified in some ways by all the tall buildings, and it was difficult for people to discern where exactly this gunfire was coming from, so they were running in every direction, creating a sense of panic.
And all of a sudden, I just started hearing rapid shooting.
It happened in a split second.
Ta 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 ta. Stop.
The sound of gunfire, both unmistakable and terrifying, echoed in downtown Dallas.
I heard the gunshots, probably 15, 20 rounds, and then
Tim Brown was in his apartment watching and rolling on his cell phone.
We got SWAT coming through. Holy crap.
When he noticed a person just feet from the gunman.
There was a photographer that was sitting right up next to the courthouse right there, and he was the only bystander. But I mean, he was right in the middle of the crossfire. It was, yeah, he's lucky to be alive.
Crouched against the wall, Dallas Morning News photographer Tom Fox managed to take this photo. The eyes of accused gunman Brian Clyde seemingly staring into his lens.
I was just praying that he wasn't going to pass me. Past that wall, because if he saw me crouched there, he probably would have shot me.
The sounds and images of violence had appeared suddenly and without notice.
I don't know how many. Lots of gunfire. Yes.
Forcing their way into lives now left to attempt to understand what they never expected to witness.
I'm nervous, but I'm okay, thank God.
And we noticed that a lot of the people who were here when this happened seemed to linger as if to try to accept what they'd seen and heard. Reporting live in Dallas, Jack Hyberger, NBC5.
All right, Jack, thank you. The Cabell Federal Building was shut down for the rest of the day. The scene will take 2 or 3 days to process. Traffic to and around that building will be impacted. Anyone with information about the shooter is asked to contact the FBI. We have all the information around this case for you on our website, NBCDFW.com.